Good morning, family. Hope everything went well for you this weekend as well as this last week. We are on another Monday. And as always, you know the thrust of the show. We are promoting positivity. Now, last night, something very wonderful happened to me. I was asked to be a panel member on the stream, the CJ Kyle Experience, and I am one of the visiting panel members, and it looks like I'm going to be asked to be a permanent part of the show. But what I appreciated about the show last night was that there were a lot of thoughts that were voiced that I had been thinking for quite some time. And the one that I want to focus on today is the thought that we have about status in life. Okay? Now, one of the things I find it hard to reconcile is that as a community, it's known that there are very few families who have enough resources to pass something on to the next generation, right? And anyone you talk to, that's something that is a concern, because you want your children to start off on a solid foundation. You want them to be able to have the things that they need, and you, most of all, don't want them to have to struggle the way that you had to struggle. And so that's a matter of concern. But now, where the problem comes in, that is what we do as individuals sometimes conflicts with that particular thought, the thought that we should be saving up for the next generation. Why do I say that? Because in general, we're consumers. In general, the majority of the time, we're focused on what things we can purchase, what things we can buy, or what car can I purchase, what pair of shoes can I buy, what purse can I get next. We're constantly looking for things to purchase. We're consumers at best. But now think about that for one moment. A lady that is on the panel that I'm referring to, a very distinguished and a very logical lady, I would say, Nurse Roxy, she made a statement that literally blew me away. She said that she lives below her means. Now we're talking about someone that is educated and accomplished, right? And so you have to understand that the nursing field is very lucrative, right? But still, despite how lucrative her career may be, she's still living below her means, because what is the concern on her part? The concern is, what will she be able to leave for her son after she passes away? So do you see where the conflict comes in? How can you be a consumer? How can the only thing that you're thinking about is the next big purchase that you can make, and then at the same time be looking forward to passing something on for the next generation? Because let's just be honest. Now, we're family, so we can talk. You're buying things for people that you don't know or that you don't even like. So why are we trying to impress these individuals? Because the people that you know and love would understand that the reason why you're living below your means is so that you can pass on to the next generation a good foundation, or at present, individuals who are living below their means, when disaster strikes, then you have something there that's saved so that you're not off balance. Because of the fact that you didn't allow society to tell you that you need a $5,000 handbag, or that you need a $400 pair of shoes. Society couldn't convince you of that. And as a result, now you have something that when hard times strike, you can continue to maintain your household because you are living below your means. See, the two go together. They do. Think about it. If you're living below your means, then that means that you have the opportunity to save the resources that you're not using, and they start to accumulate. And as they accumulate, there may be situations that come up that may cause a difficulty for you and your family, but because you have this accumulation of resources, you can handle the situation. And this is mostly for the brothers. Mostly for the brothers now. this particular instance, what I'm about to say now, okay? And if you are living below your resources, right? And you have this accumulation of resources there just in case hard times hit, and you are able to maintain the care of your family, then guess what? Then that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that your family is the priority. But then it also proves that you are reliable as a provider and a protector. And don't you think that seeing the difficulties that might present themselves to you, maybe you lose your job, maybe a pandemic hits, but regardless of which one takes place, you're able to successfully navigate through that particular hardship and still keep your family afloat. Everyone in your family is going to respect you more. As a man, all of the individuals that are in your immediate family have no reason to believe that their father is a capable man. And that's something I want you to think about. Because in this time where there is so much difficulty, so much indecision, so many individuals don't know which way to go, wouldn't it be a wonderful thing for us as husbands and fathers to be a reliable individual, to be someone that can be looked to provide security? It'll be a wonderful thing, wouldn't it? And so that's why I thought that Nurse Roxy saying that she lived below her means was such a powerful statement to make. Just because you make a certain amount of money does not mean that you have to spend wastefully. The resources that you have are resources that you can use to benefit yourself and your family members in the future if you are wise enough to see that what society pushes as materialism is not the way that we need to pursue. It's not. We don't need to pursue that. Because the only thing it results in is having a whole lot of things that don't add value to your life, purchasing a whole lot of things that the money could have been used in a more successful manner, in a more prudent manner, I should say. And so that's the thought for this morning, man. And I think it's a highly positive thought, because anytime you're willing to look into the future, anytime you're willing to plan so that things can take place in a manner that is secure for everyone involved, I think you're doing the right thing. I think that it's positivity in its greatest form, because you're preparing to meet situations, you're preparing to meet difficulties, and you're doing it with the intention that you're going to endure through these difficulties, and that while you're enduring, you're going to have joy and peace because you've prepared for them. So I think that's a wonderful thought to have for this morning. Try not to be so wasteful, y'all. I know I have to say that to myself, because as I'm talking to you, I'm looking around on my desk and I have several gadgets that I really didn't need to buy, but I bought them anyway. So I guess that includes me too. But you know how we do every morning now, or every Monday morning, I should say. Do something positive. I dare you. And watch it come back to you in greater measure. It always does. I guarantee you it'll never fail you. And so as you go about your day to day, think about things that you could possibly do, man, to be positive. Because we have enough negativity floating around. There's no shortage of it. And so I encourage you to be as positive as you possibly can and be constructive. Help those around you to be constructive. Because what positivity does, it helps an individual to look forward to the future with joy. And so we all want that to be the case for us. We want to look forward to the future with joy. And so, like I mentioned, do something positive and watch it come back to you in greater measure. As always, man, you know we love you. Hope you have a good week. Peace.